Well, good evening, everybody. Uh, it's your boy Montana, and welcome to season 12, kind of season 12 of League of Europe on F124. The greatest game of all time, as some say. Some say otherwise. I might be some of the other ones, that's why I'm commentating. Anyways, we got 12 drivers at least, so we should have some fantastic racing, and we have some interesting rules, which I will evaluate on during the whole evening. But for qualifying, it's a normal qualifying session. It should be dry and dry because we take the real life weather into consideration for the weather. So it is overcast at the moment in Melbourne, Melbourne, Australia. And we have Swip, who's organizing the league at the moment with me. We're trying our best, we're literally scraping the bottom of the barrel. George Matt, Connor O'Keefe, might be, no, he's not the first one. Who is the first on track? We don't know, we will never know. I can't go on board with the foot. It's Ibo! Hey, he was obviously also back this season. And, well, we appreciate everyone turning up first and foremost. As we almost have the first crash of the season. It looks great, the game, but it's horrible to drive. So, continuing, we have Larkin, Petuka, the Immort, Kula Kicker, 1984, Brent, MCR, Joom, who's the title favorite already. He's really good at those wacky games. Abel, as mentioned, and Kamke as well. So you can already hear the fake engine sounds in spectator mode, which are absolutely triggering me. They're not matching with the shifts. But here we go. Alright, do we go on board with Abel for the first lap? Do we dare? And that graphic on the left is huge. Why? No. Oh my god, that graphic is huge. I can't see anything. Alright, what do we need? Okay, let's go on board then. Abel has already used up his battery. But anyways, we take it through turn 1 and 2. Tricky section this. But he stays alive. We see someone on intermediate. Surely not. As Abel slides it through turn 3. Through turn 4, a lot better than on his outlap. I love how the Williams looks on this game. It's so beautiful, especially from the front. It looks so low to the ground. It doesn't George Russell it. And now this long, not so straight. Just flat out, he's already out of battery, which is a slight oversight on this part. Now through the most tricky chicane on this track. For some, and he makes it through. Well, quite careful, but he's still valid. So we'll see if we see some victims being claimed in that chicane tonight. But so good. So far so good. Through the last sector and just getting a banker lap on there. Doesn't run too deep, a little lockup, or maybe a phantom lockup. We never know with this game. And we're going to come to the line. The first lap is a 120.9. What about Swip? Yeah, I hope it's called Swip. We called him the Wi-Fi password. So Petuka puts in at 17.0. We put gap to leader. Oh my god, that graphic is so huge. And Swip 1.9 seconds behind Petuka. Petuka with a really good lap. Has to be said. We really have Connor O'Keefe on intermediates, yes. Because that might be a smart thing to do. You might think, what the hell is he doing? We have the rule that in the race you have to use every single tire compound. So softs, mediums and hards have to be used in a race. Doesn't matter if it's just for one lap, but you have to use them. So Connor O'Keefe maybe trying to save a set of softs. It might not be a bad idea. Might be a really good idea. I hope everyone has some heart for the race even on board. He might even be decent. The intermediates are decent for a lap, I think. I haven't played this game in four months, yes? Since June, yes. So I have no idea what the meta is in this game and how it's played. And yes, it's me, Montana, commentating. Oh, we have yellow flags. What's that? We don't know. Someone's slow or off. We don't know. Let's see Connor into the pits. Okay. Oh. The Ferrari sounds horrible. Oh my ears. Alright, Larkin is invalid and is a lap time as well in game. But goes for another one. Maybe it was just as that was invalid. No, it wasn't. But I have high expectations for Larkin. He's a decent racer in my time. And cooler kicking, wow, 16.7. I have no idea what a good lap time is, by the way, here, but it seems decent. Mort, so the McLaren's on the attack, 1-3 at the moment. It's quite close at the top, which is encouraging to see. I hope Swift doesn't fall asleep during the race again, like in pre-season. As Larkin throws it in. You can throw the car in so much in this game, it's so goofy. But anyways, here we go. Bringing up beautiful Alpine. Now, taking all that speed, I'm gonna be on board so much because I can't stand this off-board sound. So Larkin through the fast chicane, and I might be on for a decent shot at pole position. Provisional pole position. We have 9 viewers. We have almost more viewers than drivers. Come on, guys. We can do this. And Larkin out through the last sector. We can call it a chicane. You might not call it a chicane. To the line. Oh, it's going to be close. No, it's P4. Quite a bit off, actually. What about George Matt taking a bit more speed through the chicane? That was an interesting downshift. Now into the last sector. That corner here, they redesigned that so horribly with the curb. Takes it nicely though. Isn't valid on his lap. Do you have Cam K on a lap? Yes, he is. He was. And he was probably invalid as well. And the yellow sector is having a spasm on the top left. So George Matt to the line. Let's just have a representative invalid lap time from him. 18.1. So in between Larkin and Swift, where there's quite a big gap. Still waiting for Joom. He's waiting out because he's saving one set of tyres, I would assume. Which is a fair thing to do. Just look at that beauty of a Williams. Oh, he's taking it really carefully. Oh, there's another car starting on up. That's Connor O'Keefe. Let's see as Illo puts on a set of mediums. Interesting. So Connor O'Keefe now through that first sector, a lot of smoke. He's deploying the smoke grenades again. Sometimes I'm wondering if this is CSGO or F124. Now through the first sector split, what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be purple? It is purple. At least that's what the game says. We never really know. But he looks like he's the most aggressive on the steering wheel so far. Now into that second sector split, the car's scraping on the ground on this straight. And he's still purple and he throws it in. That's a really nice line. Oh, wow. Connor O'Keefe, who are you? He takes the 44 in his name seriously, apparently. Now into the last kind of tricky 90-degree corner. Bit tentative. Now takes a lot of speed through here. Tires are absolutely screaming at this point. Deploys another smoke grenade on left. Oh, has a huge twitch, a bit too much curve. Still carries the speed. Oh, was a decent lap, but the most aggressive lap so far. And it's not going to put him top. It is putting him top, but only by half a tenth. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What about MCR? He's also showing purple. I should really pay more attention to the sector splits, because I don't think I can trust the game. Now coming to the Sector 2 split. Sector 2 is literally one corner. And he's still purple, but I think he's a tenth off what Connor O'Keefe was. So let's see. Into that last tricky sector. This corner, I'm cringing every time. Listen to that awful sound of the game. Oh, it doesn't really take the wide entry, and that costs him a bit on the exit. Release the brake a lot, but it manages to get it back around. A little slide to the last corner. And was that quicker than O'Keefe in the last sector? It was not. 17.5. You got absolutely pranked by those purple sector times. What about Joom though? Oh, Joom 44.6 through that chicane. Yes, Joom is the guy to beat this season. Using the overtake button in qualifying, which is still a wild thing to me. How that is even that's even in the game. Not almost flat through that corner. Wow. Into the last kind of tricky chicane. And he makes it out of the last corner, and if he doesn't calm into the inside wall, it's a good one. It should be easy. Well, it's not easy, Paul, but it's almost 2/10. But we saw that Connor's lap wasn't perfect at the end. What about Brent? No, he's not on the flyer. Ivo on a set of mediums, so he's maybe saving his set of soft to the race. I hope everyone remembers the rule of the tires. If not, that's going to be a bit awkward in the steward's room. I might have to talk to Swift with the stewards are, but it's most likely going to be some orcs. And now Ivo improves by 3/10, so 20.6. Brent set a lap time, but that was just another warm-up lap, probably a little mistake somewhere. He's now attacking it in the Alpine. This game looks so satisfying, but then once you start to get to the limit, it's just awful. Oh, takes that inside curve. That inside curve wants to kill you every lap. And the yellow sectors are having a spasm again on the top left. Purple, it's what the game says. Don't believe it. Oh my god, I actually have to shield at the yellow flag, otherwise I'm gonna get an epileptic episode here. Now we saw 44.6 for Joom, 44.4! Brent on an absolute flyer. Oh, I think a bit less committed through that chicane than Joom. But he has 2/10 in hand. But he's got a little bit of traffic, hopefully Ivo gets out of the way. Oh, a lot of curb. Oh, he's gonna get traffic. Well, dirty air is not really a thing in this game, but he's gonna get a bit distracted, and I don't think he's gonna be happy with Ivo. Was it Ivo? Yes, it was Ivo. Who's going for a long run apparently in qualifying, and Brent on a provisional pole lap has to back out of it. He is not gonna be a happy bunny. What about Cam K? I think he was our Division 4 champion last time out. Division 3, Division 4. So he's coming onto the sector split. Can he match Joom as well? 44.0, what? What am I seeing? Am I second off in my head? Were they doing 43s? No, surely not. So Cam K, I don't know what he's got for breakfast this morning, but he's after sending. Ivo died of death on Sector 2, the only corner of Sector 2. So no further improvements from him. Now to the line, is that going to be enough? It is not! What? Okay, let me have a look. Joom did a 31.8 in the last sector, Cam K did a 32.6! Wow, what the last sector from Joom? Downforce levels? Question mark? Was that just all downforce? I didn't really see something wrong with his sector there. Listen to that fake pre-recorded off-board sound. That just totally doesn't match the gears and the curbs. How is that a thing? Alright. I don't want to ruin it for you, but this is going to be an evening of ranting about this, how bad this game is. But it's not about the game, it's not about how many people we are and how many divisions there are. It's about having good racing, interesting strategies, and the yellow flag that is having an episode on the top left this evening. So we've got Swip starting his maybe final lap. How hard is he going to send it into the first chicane? Is he going to abuse the curb on the inside or not? He is. I wasn't really sure how the curb was going to react apparently. Keeps it to the right, saving every single meter that is possible. Doesn't want to touch his inside curb. Big lift here. Don't Tony Hawk it on the exit curb, which is not there anymore in this game. So what's his first sector going to be? He needs a big improvement. 7,000 is not big, I would say. So now taking on this curved straight. taking some asphalt with him, scraping the floor here. Use some overtake. I don't know who he's trying to overtake and who the game wants you to overtake in qualifying. Nicely through the chicane, doesn't really want to touch the curbs there to unsettle the car. He's now derating. Late on the brakes. Nicely done. Oh, slightly too much turning. A little bit of understeer and hesitation there. And now he just glides it through the last two corners, and he might want to improve, but I doubt it's going to be enough to put him ahead of anyone else. No, it's going to be remaining. He improved by 7/10, but stays in P9. Good effort, decent lap, but definitely something to clean out there. Petuka pushing really hard already on his outlap, trying to get that heat into the tires. You can see it there. But Conor O'Keefe is the first one, so he will be the guy to set the lap time. Go for pole position as the first guy of the leaders. He needs just about 2/10. He doesn't need to improve the first sectors really. He just needs to improve his last sector. It'll try to be tricky if he has a lot less downforce than June. First sector also quite consistent. Turns in 3 times into the corner, but still makes it. Now all the way, taking that inside line and then the other inside line on the left hand side. There's traffic ahead of him. That should be Swift, who's getting out of the way. Jesus Christ. Oh, what a consistent lap. He's within 10,000 in the middle sector as well. And now he just has to send it. This is the sector he needs to improve on, and he can improve on. Late on the brakes, throws it in. Oh, nice line. That was picture perfect. A lot of speed through there as well. Really copes it into that second to last corner. And now all the way on the throttle to the line. He's still got some overtake left. He hasn't really deployed the maximum he could, but it is just about enough. Droom is in the gravel on his outlap. That's not ideal. Oh, Cooler Kicker is up by 3/10. Oh, he slides it through there. Madness. He slides it through that corner. If he can maintain that gap and get his last sector together, he might jump them all. 4.5 tenths. Oh, he's sending it. Oh, on the limit of track limits. FIA closed their eyes on that chicane there. So now can he just withstand the pressure and put that last sector in? Question is how much time. Oh, he's invalid. Oh, he just thrown away pole position. He surely doesn't have enough battery and fuel. No, he doesn't have enough fuel. Would it have been pole position? It would have been in 0.1. Droom into the pits again. Droom did 1 lap in qualifying. 1 single lap. Cam K is also thrown it away. MCR is on a big improvement. Might gain him 2 positions. Oh, I jinxed him so hard. Takes that inside curve, loses the back end, and he's not going to gain any positions, I would assume. What about Larkin? There's not up in the first sector. MCR to the line. Now he doesn't improve in position. I think Larkin, the last one really, apart from George Matt, who's invalidated his lap again. And Brent, oh yeah, Brent was also quick early on. So George Matt with a 16 something invalid. What about Brent this time? There's no Wibbo in his way. Is he on his way to the glory? No, it's not. It's not a quick lap. Definitely slower than lap. It's exactly the same lap time as Mort, which is not good enough, frankly. So into the last couple of corners for Larkin, and he needs a big improvement in that last sector if he wants to challenge for anything more than P8. And it's not going to be much more than P8. And I think with that, qualifying is over. Cooler Kicker could have done an easy pole position with a 16-1, but he invalidated the third to last corner exit. And Droom has only done 1 single lap in the session. So it's Conor O'Keefe and Aston Martin on pole position. Isn't that great? He even has some support in the chat by Kevin Emmons, who's wishing his good luck wishes to Conor O'Keefe, and that certainly helped him there. Just taking a look. Oh, it seems like Petuka was impeded by Mr. Joom, whose head wasn't on the track. No, it wasn't on the track, it was off track in the gravel trap in the fourth to last corner, I think. But this is only qualifying. This means nothing because we have different rules this season. So it's pole position for Conor O'Keefe with a 16.411, then Joom with a 16.474, so just less than a tenth. And then Kule Kicker and Kemke also could have gone a lot quicker. It took a bit in no man's land together with Morts and Brent, the two on a 17.115. She got Larkin in P8, somehow with a Spanish flag. MCR in P9, Swip, or as we call him, the Wi-Fi password, in P10, Ibo P11, and George Matt in P12. So it was a close, interesting quali session. That's something this game can deliver. The question now is, what tires do people start on? Because you need to do 2 stops. Well, you don't need to do 2 stops, but you need to use all 3 tire compounds. So you need to use the softs, the mediums, and the hards at one point in the race. And if you don't do that, you get disqualified. And whilst having to use 3 tire sets, you inadvertently make 2 pit stops at least. So, Renzien's also in the chat when League of Porridge returns. Not much porridge on the grid this season, I would say. But yeah, League of Europe is somehow back in some kind of form. Shame it's not on F1 2020 anymore after that season got dominated by some sweat that just won all the races. And people were bored. But we're back with the new game. And we're waiting for the players to make their final decisions on tires. No rain expected in the race, all dry. What strategy would I do? I would probably start on softs because there's going to be a safety car anyways quite early. And then I would probably do hard medium, so I have the mediums in the end. Alright, I'll listen to those awful off-board sounds. Oh my god! We have the lead 2 on hards, then the next 2 on softs. How much carnage in turn 1 do you want? Yes. Then another 3 guys on hards, Larkin only 1 on mediums, MCR on softs, and then the last 3 on hards as well. As we see people already going off track again. Probably quite tricky to warm up the hards. Normally not the tire you'd like to start on. Especially not when there are 2 soft runners behind you, who might also be on pad, which is still OP. Awful off-board sound. That's the thing triggering me most in this game. But anyways, so they're warming up their tires. The soft runners don't really have to do that, but the leaders really are going at it. Maybe we can spot the tire temps on the wheel. No, we can't, because the steering wheel layout is cringe. No, we can't. Swip again. I hope he doesn't fall asleep again. For God's sakes, I hope so. He's already really going close to track limits. Which also are going to be a factor, because Australia quite easy to go around wide here and there. Cut that little chicane in the middle sector. But most importantly, now it's all about getting the perfect start position. Oh, a bit of an angle from Mr. Connor. Oh, that's a bit far in front from Joom. Did he stay in his pit box? Yes, he did. Wow. The second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, and we're all set with a perfect camera view, for God's sakes. And it's lights out, and away we go for season 12 of League of Europe. And a good start, but look at the soft runners swarming all across. Are any of them able to get past? No, not really. It's 3 wide out of turn 2. So Conor O'Keefe keeps the lead, but we're still 3 wide. But Droom has to relinquish a couple of positions, and the soft runners are just so hungry for that lead. They need to get through. Oh, Petuka around the outside of Droom. Wow, what a move. But now you will see the full effect of the Slipstream OP, and the dirt here non-existent. Oh, a little downshift from Kamke there. That might have cost him some speed. Anyone's lining up for a move? Yes, George Matt on Swip. They've already dropped quite a bit of time. Oh, as we have a... Oh, Connor's off. Connor's off. A big recovery there when rejoining. Has to be careful not to get swiped, but he bottled it from the lead. If he proves race speed though, he can come back, and he's already making progress again. Sending out the Immorts. Oh, this is not the corner you want to be inside. But he makes the move stick, and does so cleanly as well. Actually, ignore the strategies at the bottom. They have to use every single tire compound this race. So people on softs really want to try to break Petuka and Droom at this stage. But can they do that without wasting too much battery? Which can be tricky on the circuit, but we already see Petuka with some sliding. I heard the hard tires are OP on this game, but it obviously depends what track it's at, because the C tire compound change from track to track. Oh, a sprint is in the wall. Did he get away with no damage? It seems like he did. But Petuka's already putting the soft runners under pressure, so softs might not even be good for 2 laps. Or Petuka is just absolutely goated on the side of parts. And look at that slipstream. Oh, DRS is active as well now, obviously. Oh, throwing it in the chicane. Oh, Kamke as well at the front. Is Cooler Kicker going for it? He might go for it. Sending it on the inside? No, he's not. Oh, Petuka with a big slide on entry. Oh, this Droom has a big slide on exit. And Larkin on set of mediums gained a couple of positions as well. To be honest, mediums might not be too bad right now. As we see Petuka getting a way better exit than the guys ahead. Doesn't use the overtake button, but Cooler Kicker does, and he might go to the inside here. Yes, he does. Let's go on board from behind and see how they manage it. Yes, Kamke sticks back for turn 1, but now he still doesn't have the DRS. But Petuka is not going for it. But maybe he doesn't need the DRS. No, not sending it. Oh! Jesus Christ. That's a bit close. Petuka is really hustling them now. Can he make the overtake in that little DRS train? Yeah, Kamke is already sliding so much. Surely this must be the move. He's moving to the inside. Oh my goodness me! Going on board with Droom. That was so close. Yeah, I think Kamke has given this one up. Oh, Droom is going to get backed up here. Is Petuka going for the lead? Might be. Droom sails past Kamke. Kamke is still sticking it down the inside. Beautiful move by Droom. And Larkin almost with a switchback there. So great racing so far. Is he going to try the outside? He is. There's not much space though with the cutback. Oh, beautiful move. Oh, Kamke with a big slide. Connor with an even bigger slide this MCR as well. Absolute mayhem. But they kept it clean so far. I absolutely jinxed it now, I know. Oh. But it seems like it's quite slippery here down under. And Connor is sending it. Is he gonna send it on Kamke as well? He might do. No, he's not. Oh, they're getting stuck a little bit. But Connor makes a move, and he is on his recovery way from that little slide he had in the chicane. So Petuka now might go for the lead. Oh, this looks so sketchy, this track. Petuka sending it. Yeah, he's just gonna drive past him easily. But Droom, if he pushed them overtake, he could have gotten him as well. Well, he has to wait until after chicane. Kamke and Connor is going side by side as well. Oh my god. Droom is getting run on a kicker, and that should be the move done. Yes, it is. Good move from the hard runners, and the soft runners are dropping considerably already. Larkin with a set of mediums, probably in almost the best position. But at this point, I don't know what to do. Yes, we already see soft runners pitting. Oh, that pit lane, but this has become so narrow these days. And is the Immorts lining up a move here? Maybe. Not quite close enough. What about Zoom? No, he's not close enough either. Sorry if I'm switching through that quickly, but I can't stand the outboard shots. The Immorts surely has ascended now on the other soft runner, the last remaining soft runner in the race. And yes, there's just no grip anymore. And George Matt also from last in the grid, now P7. He might be the next one to make the move, but let's just keep an eye on Zoom. Let's see how much he gains. He might have been running a bit higher down force and quali. George Matt, MCR tries to come. Oh no, MCR actually just lost position. George Matt as well. We see someone Larkin with a big slide, and Connor is gonna have a super run on him. And that is the move done. Nicely done, and he's already up to P3 again after this little excursion into Australian wildlife. Brent a bit stuck behind my MCR, but I think MCR is going to pit this lap. Look at him drift. Those softs, you just have to look at them in a weird way and they're falling off a cliff. The two soft ones going down to mediums. Interesting. Droom 100% battery, so he's just playing it safe, and Connor has to push to get inside the DRS, which is so crucial in this track. MCR has gone the other way, so he's gone hards, but he's going to come out quite a way behind the other medium runners now. So Connor through. No, Connor's not close enough. Oh, that definitely was an off track there for Petuka. And now Droom is pushing. Now Droom has the battery and the DRS. Surely he's going to make the move. He doesn't even need to push too much overtake. Does so nonetheless, and that's P1 for Droom. Which was a bit expected, but it's still a long way to go. In this chicane, he's going to claim some victims, I tell you that. But Connor now needs the last sector of his life to get into the DRS window. As Kicker actually has dropped Camk completely. He's now already on the back and past Swip. So, already a pit stop ahead, interestingly. Droom with the fastest lap of the race, so the tyre is still in decent shape. Larkin hanging on to the back of Connor there as well. So even though he lost the position, he can let himself get dragged to the front and maybe stay out a bit longer than intended to have a better tyre. Oh my god, Delta in the end. We get smoke bombed again. Oh, Larkin with the Formula Drift impression, and Petuka had a huge slide as well. Petuka completely dropped it. And now Connor has to lift, and that's going to bring Larkin back into the DRS. And Connor now wide. As Camk is past Swip, struggling on those hards. But that's just given Droom a lot of breathing space, and he still has the most battery. Let's just hope he doesn't bottle and drop it. Oh, that's a big corner cut by Connor there as well. I'm questioning that legality. Petuka trying desperately to save some ERS. Obviously in this game you can turn it off and on as you wish. A lot of wobbling and sliding. And a lot of smoke. Snoop Dogg is in the house, it seems like. So Mort's now out of the last corner is also with Matt, so we have DRS straight from P2 to P6. And Kicker and Camk can push as much as possible to catch up. Are we going to see a fastest lap of the race on those fresh set of mediums? 19.4, and what's Camk going to do? 19.7, so Kicker really has some decent pace today. This should be the move for MCR on the next straight. Bit tentative, but gets the exit, gets the on the overtake button, and zooms past the Swip. And Connor is now eyeing up a move on Petuka. He doesn't even need the overtake button, he might need to use it to not make things too awkward into the chicane, and he does. And you can see no dirt here at all. This is so stupid. Why is there no dirty in the game? Larkin has dropped, and now Mort doesn't like that. He wants to get past. He's gonna send it down the inside. Into that fourth to last corner, side by side, outside line has a bit more grip on exit, but Mort gets a move done for now. But is Larkin gonna peel into the pits already or not? The only drive to start on mediums. No, he's not. He's just trying to stay inside that DRS window. But George Matt is pushing him, but he could have gone for Brent already with the first penalty of the evening. Oh, it's getting so close. That no dirt here, high slipstream, high DRS effect are so dangerous in terms of racing. Mort keeps position to Larkin, but now has a huge deficit to come over. Back to Petuka and Connor in P2 and P3. And Connor now needs to drive the race of his life to catch up to Joom. Oh, and that's a penalty. I absolutely jinxed it. What did I do? George Matt flies past Larkin. Yeah, those mediums are definitely gone. So the hearts do prove to be OP apparently. Larkin, one of the best drivers of the decade we have in the chat. I don't know what planet you're living on, but he's a nice guy at least. Let's see, Petuka still on the back of Connor, and they're losing so much time to Joom. So if Joom doesn't bottle it, hint hint, this should be an easy affair. And Connor already off the hearts, so he really wants an undercut then. He thinks this is going to be a 19.5 and 20.3. Wow. 19.5 from Joom. That is some massive pace. What is Kicker doing on new mediums? He's so much slower, 2.8 tenths slower. Cam K, oh, that's going to be awkward in turn 1. 20.5. Yeah, Joom definitely made some errors in qualifying. Cam K behind Connor, so Connor's overcut Cam K as well. It's gonna hurt as well. But Connor now needs to push like he's never done before to at least put some pressure on Joom. Through that fast chicane. Absolutely throws it in. Oh, that was definitely invalidation as well. You can cut it quite a bit, but you cannot ignore it, Joom. The chicane also has feelings, but George Matt, what a drive from him so far. P12 to P4, 10 laps, obviously with some pit stops included. I might have to go off Ford though, because that Ferrari engine is giving me ear cancer, Jesus. So Connor, yeah, he's pushing. Joom stays up, Petuka's in the pits, and Joom at 19.4. What are those behind him doing? Almost a second off. Why am I getting vibrations for the pit stop on my controller? What? What? Why? What in the... What? Why am I getting force feedback on my control? Petuka on softs, interesting. But he's also been overcut, but between Connor and Kemke, so Connor didn't really undercut him too much. And George might go for a move this time around. He's squeezing that overtake button. Demort isn't. That's going to be some serious overspeed, but not quite close enough. And Demort's quite quick on the straight, I have to say. Petuka's already caught up to Connor again. Very quickly indeed. So, soft tires should be good for 2-3 laps, and then we'll see what happens. Is anyone going to go for a 3-stop? That's the question. Oh, that was a harassment on that inside curve as well. Joom now in the pits. I don't want to have pit stops anymore. I don't want to force feedback in my controller. George Matt stays out, and now George Matt has completed the last to first, but he has still not pitted yet. Let's see how far Joom is ahead of Cooler Kicker. When he leaves the pits, he's on softs now as well, so he will go with mediums to the end. And he's not that far, so Kicker has undercut a little bit, but he needs to make the move now, otherwise Joom is going to sprint away. Is he going to squeeze the button? No, he's not. No, he's not going for the move. Now he can he stay close enough for the back straight? Druman's already pushing and pulling away. So the answer is no, he can't. Petuka putting really good pressure on Connor as well. At least Kicker's still in the DRS, but that's probably the last lap he can enjoy that. On this stint. Petuka, yeah, he's gonna fly past Connor. Connor's already saving ERS. He knows he doesn't have tyres at the moment. But give it 2-3 laps and then he's gonna be the quicker one. Maybe let Petuka drag him up to Kicker and Droom. Although Droom is pretty much gone. I would be really surprised if Kicker can stay with Droom in the last sector here. But he's already dropped out of it. The DRS as Droom is a bit wide. Oh, that was really sketchy there, but still not enough for the DRS window. And a little bit of ice skating here from Petuka in the last 2 corners. George Matt has made his pits up to medium, so we go hard, medium, soft. Swip and Immo still haven't pitted yet. It's a bit surprised. They would have expected the hard to go a bit longer. Oh my god, Petuka with 4 slides and 1 exit. And Connor will be thinking, yeah, why did I let him through? But just when the tyres start to drop. Oh my god! Oh my god! What a save by Connor! He might have just seen his life flash before his eyes. What a save! Avoids a completely track blocking Petuka. And then has a huge moment on the rejoin. Wow. And Petuka also held it well. Locked his brakes, straightened the car out, and on we go. But they lost about 2 seconds doing those shenanigans. 2.5 down on his delta, yeah. And I think Petuka realizes the soft tyre is not a nice tyre this race. And Truma's given Kicker almost 3 seconds in one lap. I am so glad I don't have to race this game. The Morse gets past Cam K, but will we see a repeat of him being so much quicker now and then dropping again? As a Kicker is already off his mediums. So yeah, he will go hard, 15 laps to the end. Fair enough. Makes sense. We have a yellow flags in sector 3. Oh, Josh Matt is stranded. Oh, okay, yeah, let's tries to safely rejoin, but I question if that was safe or not. This Camke gets a penalty. And all the progress he's done through the first stint is undone. That is really sad. Good effort so far. And Ibo, I don't know what happened to Ibo. Where do we have? Petuka's recovered a bit with his tyres. But I think this time Connor is not going to leave him through again. With what happened last time. Larkin's hard tyres are coming into it now. Catching up to the Morts. Look through the chicane, how much dirt here is there? Absolutely zero. He avoids the curve completely on the right. F1 2021 style? So, I don't know, it was one game that we completely avoided that curve. Bit hesitant through those corners, and another smoke bomb deployed there. Now, is he gonna go for it on this straight? No, surely not. Surely is. Squeezing that button like there's no tomorrow. And he flies past Mort, keeps that inside line, a bit of a weird angle into turn 1 and 2, keeps it. And Mort, I think, it's just gonna resign the position as Kicker has sped into the pit lane. Wait, what? He's got medium instead of medium hard. Oh, my brain. No, but why is he pitted now? Wait for the last laps then. You are allowed to run different tyres. So Kicker has not only bottled pole position, he's also bottled a podium or even the race win. Someone is a bit come a cropper there. It's just able getting lapped on lap 15. Yes, it is. Keeps out of the way nicely. Don't even know if the ghosting is on or not. But Kicker now absolutely out of it. Camke flying past Swip, who's still on this Swip has done 0 stops, and Kicker's only done 3 stops. And Kicker is gonna catch him in about 3 laps time probably on his fresh tyres. The confusion is confused. And Petuka can keep it Connor. What happened on that one lap where Petuka completely lost all the grip? It's so confusing. We find yellow flags in sector 1. Oh, that's Ibo, I think, in the wall. Yes, it is Ibo, but no safety cars deployed. Just the yellow flag being weaved literally on the top left of the screen. Oh, Petuka, that's it. Oh, good pad save there. A little bit of a panic. It's called a panic as Ibo. Yes, Ibo's off-roading again. But Petuka has kept the DRS even with that slide, but now it's going to be a game over soon. Larkin still keeps the Martinez DRS, but I think that might change soon as well. As MCR is also catching on his old heart. What an interesting race. I really like that strategy thing. That's so Gran Turismo esports like. You have to use all tire compounds. But that's such a nice variable. If the game wasn't so shit, that would be absolutely all over this season. Sweating for it, but well, that George gets a penalty as well. That's number 5 this race. Stroom is losing a bit of time now to Connor. Connor has lost too much time in this race already. So, and with the penalty, so Joom just has to drive to the end. He has to make one more pit stop and not bottle it. And it should be possible as Morton Larking once again battery as we have another yellow flag. What's that? Swip? No. Oh, he pushes him off the track there. Although there's no off track, there's just a wall. But they make it through somehow. But now Larkin is going to be able to straight up retaliate if he wishes to do so, which he doesn't. Yeah, it's not ties. Somehow I've completely lost all the grip this lap. Now down the inside, Mort's gonna have a switch back. He's trying to. He's not going for it, and Larkin with the DRS pulling away. Interesting shenanigans. There's Cam-K flying past George Matt on the run to the chicane. That is the move tonight. That straight is the most powerful DRS zone on this track probably. One of 4 DRS zones, which is pretty much making it an oval. We have Joom with a pit stop, and Petuka also 10-second speeding penalty. So people finding it hard to slow it down. So now Joom just has to survive those cold tires. He has no traffic really around him. I was slightly across the pit exit line, but we'll not talk about that. And he just has to drive to the end. 11 laps on mediums are still not going to be comfortable. But yeah, that should be pretty much game over if June can stay on track and there's no safety car happening. And Mort's still in the DRS of Larkin, they're glued together. And let me have a little look at the chat. Is George Matt gonna get past? No, not really. We've got 10 viewers. Nice. Is he gonna go for it, George? No, he's not. Kept it in 7th gear for a long time there. A 5th gear on exit there is a really questionable thing I've seen the people do tonight. But you can't take my word, I don't know anything about this game. Oh, where's Mort's in the pits now? 6 laps on softs and he's seen red. And now he's gonna see yellow. As I get a lovely force feedback on my pad again. Might Mort's be in a shot for the podium? Maybe. And don't forget, Larkin still can go to the softs. And now has to put some monster lap in to not lose too much on his long hard stint. And maybe catch up to Connor even, who has to go to softs as well. So Mort's not that far behind Petuka, and Petuka with a 10-second penalty will suffer a lot. So Mort has a shot at the podium. As Brent leaves the door wide open for Petuka to take. Lifts him before the chicane, doesn't want to lose any time with him. Saves his battery rather than that. Is Connor gonna... No, Connor, you have to stay out for a long time now if those two at the front. Maybe lap 23? 4 more laps? What's the lap time? 20.4 from Connor. What's Larkin gonna do? 30.4 to beat, and it's a 20.3. Yeah, there's Joom flies past with an 18.2. So Joom can do even a 4th pit stop and still win this race, I would think. And with all German there sinking. We see the smoke being deployed 5 seconds back as well. But it's going to be 2 laps and then Joom is all over the back of Connor even before the last pit stop. And we have no one inside each other's DRS. Maybe Larkin, can he hang on to the DRS? Yes, he can. Nicely done. Or has he? Where's the DRS detection? No, he hasn't. Ah, big shame. Oh, as Matt has made another mistake. And Brent gets another penalty as well. That's so interesting. And, yeah, it was also in the race. Larkin, wow, he's just really dropped. The Joom is just flying in those fresh mediums. I don't know if he will like them as much at the end of the race, and there might be a risk with having really slidey mediums. Flying through the last corner, and look at that, he's gonna set another fastest lap of the race with a 17. Yes, he is, 17.2. This has the doctor ordered 3 seconds gain on that lap to Connor. He's flying. You can tell I've not watched any league racing on this game and done any league racing because I've got no clue why the tyres are the way the tyres are. And why Joom has completely got the Godspeed through this race. He's gonna have DRS at the end of the lap. Look at him throw the car in. Beautifully done. Chopped Larkin by 3 seconds in one lap as well. What about Mort? Is he making progress? Not yet. He needs to get a move on if he wants to get the podium. He needs to stay within 10 seconds of Petuka. And get ideally past Camke. And then has to battle with Connor and Larkin at the end of the race. MCR also not too far behind. George gets overtaken by Kicker on this 3-step strategy. Excuse me. But Matt, he's gonna squeeze that overtake button like a lemon. And look at him fly 327 Ks, and Kicker's barely hitting 300, but he's still sending it. Oh my god, don't do that. As Connor, oh, that's gonna be a long stint for Connor on soft. As Kicker's coming back, even with no DRS, sending it down the inside. They leave each other's space. Beautiful racing, big slide on the outside. But still side by side, okay. After you, sir. No, after you. And George turns left. Alternate route is calculated. And that's the move down for Kicker. Interesting stuff. Good racing down there. As Connor has come out ahead of Camke, but Connor needs to do 8 laps on softs. Is he mad? He's gonna be screaming at the end of the race. Is he even making it at the end of the race? We don't know. Let's see. Larkin definitely is a bit wiser to that. He stays it a bit longer. 8 laps on softs. People almost jumped off balconies after 5 laps on softs already this race. As Mort gets past Brent this lap. Beautifully done. That's a move of the evening, those moves on that little curved straight. And it's flying to the back of Camke as well. If he can stay too close to Connor for a couple of laps maybe, he might get him at the end. Although those mediums will also be absolutely wrecked at the end. Camke with a little slideshow as well through the last corner, but that should be a move coming this lap from Mort. Joom just chilling out front. Oh, Connor, what have you done with that strategy? Really curious to see that play out. Morts is well within the DRS range and slipstream range of Camke. Camke has been dropped by Connor. As George Matt retired in the pit lane though, so that might not be a safety car. So he says enough is enough. And now Mort is probably just going to fly past Camke here on that straight. Where is he? He's not. What in the downforce levels am I seeing here? What is Camke on? What wings is he on? Oh my god. Send it down the inside, boy, come on. Can't go past. Oh, Camke with a huge slide. Oh, it's still an over. Bit of contact. Oh, hopefully there was no damage. It was damage. Oh, and Larkin speeds into the pits. That was Larkin's podium to get. And he speeds into the pit lane. What am I seeing? That's the third guy speeding into the pits. And now Mort's damage. And Camke has the straight line speed of the Sentry. And Camke could still get the podium if things play out the way they play out. But maybe not. Maybe Petuka can get a podium if he gets a gap. This is so confusing, this race. I'm so confused. Anyways, Mort and Camke is still going side by side. Surely this time he has to fly past. Surely. Now with the last front wing he even has more straight line speed. But now look at him. He's not using any overtake, Camke. He doesn't have slipstream, he doesn't have DRS. He doesn't press the damn button. And he's flying away. He's gaining time on Mort. What in the straight line? We saw someone hit 300 Ks on that straight earlier on. He's 320 without DRS. That is a war crime. Now Larkin on a set of softs could have easily got the podium, but he bottled it into the pit lane. Oh. Let's see. Okay, so Conor O'Keefe is trying to get after Petuka before his tyres die of death. And Mort is probably never going to get past straight line, the speed machine of Camke. What about MCR? He's kept his nose clean in terms of penalties. Can he maybe sniff a top 4, 5? Mort gets a penalty as well. Ooh, let's have a gap to the leader. So he's just over 10 seconds behind Petuka. If he can gain 2 seconds of Petuka, I think MCR has a shot at the podium. Maybe it's a long shot. Petuka's even had a spin, hasn't he? But it was only 2 seconds that cost him that. So everyone has done 2 stops except for Kula Kicker has done 3 stops because I think he misclicked a bit. In German we call that Fettfingen. Fat-fingered, probably pressed the wrong button. So, I feel for him. He's never gonna get past that guy. Alright, fast lap lies with Droom as well, so you'll take maximum points. Remember, you get points for every lap you complete as well, or at least for completing a certain distance you get points as well. So, the more you do, more laps you do, the closer to the end you get, the better. Camke has bottled it! And Mort has been freed! The Dobby is free! And he's squeezing that battery. He doesn't want the straight line speed machine of Camke having anything to do with him. And now Larkin is gonna realise, oh shit, the guy ahead of me doesn't have any downforce on his car and is absolutely flying away. Connor is now at the back of Petuka, so if they cost each other time, there's a chance, and he's inside the DRS window. That is crucial. That is huge. But, oh, I want to see this. I want to see this. He's 9/10 behind. Come on, boy. Squeeze that button. Oh, he's outside the DRS. Mort has got the tire still underneath him. But no, he's got the DRS. He's got the DRS. And look at him fly along. Look at him fly. Into the chicane, a bit tentative. Larkin on set of softs doesn't really seem to have much more grip. Camke is getting the 6/10 there on those 2 straights, even with a cautious chicane. As Strum gets a penalty as well, it doesn't really matter for him, we can do an extra pit stop and win this race. But we've got 3 laps to go, And he's lapping Imbo for the second time. Let's see if Connor goes for this move or not. It's a safe P2 for him as long as he doesn't completely drop it. I've dropped it probably. Drops his tires off a cliff. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, close enough is also Connor now on Petuka for an easy move this lap as Petuka again slides. Connor's getting flashbacks to when Petuka spun in front of him. Surely not again. But this time he's just gonna fly past as Petuka goes off, rustles it. And they don't know which way to go. And goes to the outside. Petuka is squeezing the overtake button. But surely Connor has this. Yes, he does. But now with a slipstream, maybe the tires gonna come back, but I can't afford to lose time. Oh my god. Ooh, I cannot watch. I cannot watch. What about Larkin? Yeah, he's still stuck behind the straight line speed monster, Cam K. Oh, I swear to God, Petuka's just lighting this car like it's a rally car. Let's go to gap to leader. Yeah, MCR isn't not close enough to Petuka to gain any positions there. I'm probably a bit off the pace now. A bit optimistic on my side. Larkin, he probably can't believe his eyes. He probably thinks Camco has an infinite battery, but he's not even using the battery. He's just so quick on the straights. Penalties. Camke can still get the podium if he gets past Mort, but now Larkin is having a go. Round the outside we must go. No. Or is it? Down the inside. Oh, slide contact, side by side contact. A big slide from Camke, but he stays within the DRS of Mort, so it's crucial. 2 laps to go with this one included. Larkin is now so close, but he's just gonna realize, shit, I can't get past. But Camke is not using his overtake button. Why is he not using overtake? He might be using overtake, but we can't see it, I think. He's in hot lap mode. Petuka gets past Conor O'Keefe again as well. I missed that, apologies. But look at the speed of Camke. Look at him go. Look at him go. Poor Demort doesn't know what's happening to him in a second. That's going to be an interesting last lap. I think Connor's tyres are absolutely falling off the cliff now. But I'm still going to go for it. But I'm more curious about this battle here. Let's see, penalties. Oh my god, there's contact again. I think Camke doesn't know there's an overtake button in the game. Anyway, let's see. Last lap of the race. Oh, big slide! What am I seeing? Big slides from Camke. Larkin is probably going to be wise enough to not do the same thing again. But now Camke needs to stay. He needs to get close to Mort if he wants a podium. This is for the podium. Oh, Jesus Christ. What about Conor O'Keefe? He might be able to get a move done, although he doesn't need to. Yes, he's absolutely flying past. What about Camke? Now he's found the overtake button. Look at him go. He was a second back. He's going to catch him. 340 Ks. What am I seeing? Oh, this is not going to end. Yeah, it's not going to end well. Oh my god, I've seen a car flip. Oh my god, they've bottled the podium. Larkin, is Mort's going to get a podium? Petuka 10-second penalty will be applied, obviously, at the finish line. Oh, that's going to be close for Mort. I don't think Mort has it, but... Oh, does he? I'm confused. He should have. So across the line we go. Let's see what happens. My math isn't mathing anymore. I think Mort will get Petuka if he crosses the line within 7 seconds. He doesn't! I'm stupid. He doesn't. 1.1 seconds. They've cost themselves the podium because they want to go side by side through the chicane. As a kicker smashes it across the line. Oh my god. So Camke has gained a second on one straight. And then they crash into the chicane. Oh my god. What was that race? Alloy at the finest, I would say. But it's Joom pretty much expected, but didn't have the greatest qualities. So it's Droom as David Tonitza, I think, winning the race with the fastest lap, maximum points. Not maximum points because he didn't get pole position, which is also worth points, I think. So Connor gets P2, Petuka gets P3 with a 10-second penalty and the spin. Mort's P4 because they decided to go dancing in the last chicane, in a fast chicane in the middle sector in the last lap. MCR somehow makes it to P5, Larkin P6, Cam K P7 after a ridiculous amount of straight line speed, Kicker in P8, Brent in P9, Swip in P10, one lap down, about 2 laps down in P11, and George DNF'd in the pit lane. Whew. I'm actually happy there wasn't more drivers attending. That would have been even more chaotic, and I wouldn't have been able to follow up. But dominant win by Joom. Almost makes me want to pick up the game again and challenge for the title, but I can't be asked. But what a race! And you can enjoy some kawaii music in the background whilst I do the finishing sentences of today. And yeah, with that I pretty much say goodbye. We'll have to calculate the standings tonight. And we have next week the race of Qatar, which will be interesting as well. Hope you tune in. Thanks for the many viewers we had today. Follow N6 Montana on YouTube, although he doesn't upload anymore, ? And yeah, have a good one.